Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to get big, full teased hair with bobby pins. You can achieve this look without bobby pins, but for the look I'm doing today, you're going to need about 2 to 6 depending on how thick your hair is. I usually use about 4. I could get away with using 4, but I use 6 just to make sure they're extra secure. So the first thing you're going to, and all I've done to my hair so far is I've blow dried it. It was washed this morning, I blow dried it, and I've straightened it with my cheek. But yeah, you're just going to want to start by taking from about right here, the crown or middle of your head, and pull the hair back. This, if you have a side or a center part, keeps it from teasing larger on one side than the other. So once you do that, you're going to want to take about this much, as much as you'll want to tease, and pull it up. And you can kind of brush that out so it doesn't tangle. My hair tangles easy. And then you're just going to take a hairspray. I use Tresemme Tray 2. It holds it pretty, I just sprayed myself in the hand. It holds it pretty well without it getting hard. And you're going to want to spray right at the roots. Not too much, just enough to hold it. Sounded like a lot, but it's just because it's a really full thing. And you're going to want to tease it. Just back comb it. Literally start here, go down. Start near the root and go up. It's not that hard to do. A lot of people think it really is damaging to your hair. Depending on how you do it and especially how you take it down, that's when it can be damaging to your hair. So, okay, you're just going to back comb this a good bit. And then you're going to drop it down a little bit, just a little bit of it. Think of this big section as 3 or 4 sections. So you're going to take this new section, see, you just drop down the part that you've already teased, and you've got this. You're going to spray it with hairspray. Take your teasing comb, and I'm just using a rat tail comb. You can use any type of comb or brush that works for your hair type, and tease some more. And this is getting really, really big hair. If you don't want it so big, you can tease less. But see, I like really big hair. But yeah, so you're going to have that. And you can even, on the first section that you teased, you can tease a little bit on the front section. But don't do that with the farthest forward section, or you're going to look like you have a rat's nest in your hair. Which some people think this look always looks like that. They're just not fans. And you know what? That's your opinion. That's fine. But I like it, and I like it big. So, okay, you've got that, and you've got this huge mess of what is on my head right now. And you're just going to lightly, well, actually, let's make this one more section, just to be sure it's good and big, and not falling flat. It'll always fall a little bit flatter than whenever you finish it. Just remember that. So if it's too big, don't worry. Repeat the same thing. There. See, and it looks messy. It looks bad right now. So you're just going to want to lightly comb that out. And if you're tender-headed, you can use a boar bristle brush or just something gentler. Make sure not to rip your hair out. Yeah, that would probably be pretty bad for your hair. Yeah, if your hair is really fine or really damaged, I wouldn't recommend this. That's what bump its are for. And bump its are a life-send. I've used them. But you're just going to brush it. And you should see areas that if you need to tease a little bit more, you can do that. I always have a section or two that just doesn't hold it as well, or it needs a little bit more attention, and that's fine, that's normal. So see, you're getting this bump, and it looks crazy right now, I know. I'm not trying to make you sabotage your hair, I swear. So just brush it out a little bit, not too hard as to pull out all of your teasing, but just brush it out a little bit. Now, one thing that people tend to see when they do this is, okay, so I've got this cone head thing going on, but it's not really teased. And to fix that, you just need to tease a little bit on the sides. Just a smaller section, not very much, and then a little bit of teasing, just so that body's not so concentrated on the back of your head. Because if it's all on the back of your head, then obviously you're going to have this cone head effect. And I've got bangs, which I'm not going to really tease because they're not going to be pulled back. So I'm going to take the section right behind my bangs and just add a little bit there. And see, that kind of makes it fuller. It looks still crazy, don't get me wrong, but it makes it fuller. Now you're going to take that top section that you originally pulled back to tease, and maybe, you know, it should be about 1/4 of your hair or less, and just pull it back. And you'll kind of see how it's starting to look neater. Maybe, maybe not. But, no. And then you just kind of comb it back, smooth it. This isn't so much to brush out the hair, or there would be no point in teasing if it was, but it's to make it look smoother and to make it look like this is where all the hair is going. And so once you do that, you're going to gather the hair right about here, as you can see. And you're just going to take your bobby pins. If you have the larger bobby pins, it's so much easier. I don't have them right now. I have hair. I have the regular normal size bobby pins. So I'm just going to pin this to my head. And like I said, if you have thicker hair, it'll take more. If you have thinner hair, it'll take less, but you still may want to use a good bit because thinner hair falls easier. My best friend, I've teased her hair before, and it takes about 5,000 bobby pins because she has such naturally straight hair. Okay, so once you've got them all pinned, I'm using 4 right now. If you want to dress it up a little bit, you can use glittery bobby pins or pretty little pins. I'm using your regular bobby pins, and you'll see, you know, you may have crazy little pieces like this is wanting to fall. Just mess with it, make it look presentable, I guess. And I'm spraying that, spraying the top. Yeah, this wasn't wanting to go where I originally wanted it, so okay, just make sure that it all looks how you want it to look. Now, if you finished and your bump or your teasing is not as big as you wanted it to be, like if you want a snooky bump, or like if you want really big hair, you can take the rat tail end of your rat tail comb and just very lightly pull up. And you have to make sure to do this equally all over, or it's going to look ridiculous. But just pull up a little bit, and you'll see that it gets bigger. And it'll stay, actually, because it's pulling from where it's pinned at. And then you can just make sure your bobby pins are secure. Spray it 1 or 2 more times, and there you go. You have your big, full teased hair. And if your bangs are falling flat and you want them to match a little bit more, you can lift them up a little bit, or a lot, like I'm doing, and just kind of tease the bottom of them. Not so much that it makes the kind of bump in your hair, because that would look kind of crazy. And just, you know, spray it up a little bit, very little bit, or you're going to hate your bangs, see? And just kind of brush that out so that they've got texture. If you have a texturizing spray, you can use that too beforehand. If you have really thin hair, it helps a ton. And yeah, you can just kind of smooth anything out that you see needs to be smoothed. And there you go. Big, bumped hair teased. Without a bump it, obviously, unless you need one. I can do a tutorial on that if you need me to. Just drop me a comment and let me know. And that's about it. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to keep checking back at beautifulsouthernmiss.blogspot.com, and I will comment anytime I can. Thanks.